Lorax by Dr. Seuss. At the far end of town, where the grickle grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, no birds ever sing, no birds ever sing, excepting old crows, in the street of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could, before someone lifted the Lorax away. What was the Lorax, and why was it here? Why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere? From the far end of town where the grickle grass grows, the old Onceler lives here. Ask him. He knows. You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock on his door. He stays in his lurkum on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkum, cold under the roof. He makes his own clothes out of muttered moof. And on special dank midnights in August he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away. He'll tell you perhaps if you're willing to pay. On the end of a rope he lets down a tin pail, and you'll have to toss in 15 cents and a nail and a shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail. Then he pulls up the pail, makes a most careful count to see if you've paid him the proper amount. Then he hides what you've paid away in his snuff, a secret strange hole in his grovelous glove. Then he grunts, I will call you by my whisper-phone for the secrets I tell are for your ears alone. Down slips the whisper-phone into your ear, and the old Onceler's whispers are not very clear, since they have to come down through a snurly hose, and he sounds as if he had small bees up his nose. Now I tell you, he says, with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long, long time back. Way back in the days when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still green, and the song of the swans rang out in the space. One morning I came to this glorious place, and I first saw the trees, the truffula trees, the bright-colored trust of the truffula trees, mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze. And under the trees I saw brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits, and they played in the shade and ate truffula fruits. From the rippleless pond came the comfortable sound of fish humming while they splashed around. But those trees, the truffula trees. All my life I've been searching for trees such as these. The touch of the truffulas was much softer than silk, and they had a frisky smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew what to do. I unloaded my cart. In no time at all, I built a small shop and chopped down a truffula tree with one chop, and with grateful skill and great speed, I took the soft tuft and knitted a thread. But instead of finish, I heard a gazump. I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I chopped down. It was a sort of man. Describe him? That's hard. I don't know if I can. He was shortish and oldish, and brownish and mossy. He spoke with a voice that was sharpish, and bossy. "Mister," he said with a sawdusty sneeze, "I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues, and I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs." He was very upset and shouted and puffed, What's that thing you've made out of my truffle tuft?" "Look, Lorax," I said, "there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful, for a thing is a seed. A seed is a fine something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat, and it has other uses. Yet it's just far beyond that. It can be used for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers, for bicycle seats." The Lorax said, "Sir, you are crazy with greed. There is no one on earth who would buy that fool fiend." But the next very minute I proved he was wrong, for just at the minute a chap came along. He thought the seed I had knitted was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. I laughed at the Lorax. "You poor stupid guy. You can never tell what someone will buy." "I repeat," cried the Lorax, "I speak for the truth. I'm busy." I told him, "Shut up, if you please." I rushed across the room in no time at all, built a radio phone, and put in a quick call. I called all my brothers and uncles and aunts, and I said, "Listen here. Here's a wonderful chance for the whole Munster family to get mighty rich. Get over fast. Take the road of North Nitch. Turn left on Weak Haven. Sharp right on South Stitch." In no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole one for a family was working full tilt. We were knitting thieves, just as busy as beads, and the sound of the chopping of truffle trees. Then, oh baby, oh, how my big business did grow. Now chopping one tree at a time was too slow. So I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffle trees in one smacker. We were making seeds 4 times as fast as before, and the Lorax, he didn't show up anymore. But the next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, "I'm the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you also can be chopping as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots, who play in the shade in their barbaloot suits, and happily lived eating truffle fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking trees to the ground, there's not enough truffle fruit to go around, and the poor barbaloots are getting the crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies. They love living here, but I can't let them stay. They have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys," I cried, and sent them away. I, the once-leader, felt sad, but I watched them all go. But business is business, and business must grow, regardless of crummies and their tummies, you know. Well, that's it for today, but listen next time for the rest of the book. Bye. Thanks.